This is a podcast of 98FM's Dublin Talks. Remember, catch the show live Monday to Friday at 10 a.m.
98FM's Dublin Talks with Adrian Kennedy.
98FM.
You have a story for me. We're all doing this at the moment. At least I certainly am.
Yes.
I've been doing it for the last 2 weeks. It's getting me a good night's sleep because there's a nice little breeze. And I'm talking about sleeping with the windows open at night time. And some advice that perhaps you shouldn't.
Yes, for those of you, I assume most of you, the majority of you at night now when you're sleeping with the bedroom windows open or maybe your living room window open to keep the house cold. Well, a listener by the name of Gary has been in contact with us and he wanted to share this message with you as a warning. And I don't want to scaremonger. I don't like scaremongering people. But I think this is something maybe that we should be made aware of. Especially if you live in a ground floor apartment or your bedroom is downstairs. A lot of bedrooms are on the downstairs of a house, aren't they?
Yes, in some places,
In some places, yeah. Well, I'm going to read out Gary's message that he sent to us last night. He sent this in to us at 11:30 last night on our Facebook page. And he wanted to share it with you, and not to scaremonger, but to put a warning out there. Now, this happened in the Knockline part of Dublin. Dublin 16, is that right? Knockline?
Yep.
Or Dublin 24?
16.
16. And he said, lads, it's 11:30 at night. I've just been out walking my dog around my area. I live in Knockline. I want to warn people not to leave their windows open overnight to try and keep the house cold. I just caught a bloke trying to climb into my neighbour's house through the downstairs bedroom window. I went running for him and he legged it. I just called in to see if my neighbours are okay, and they are completely shaken. They said they'll never leave their windows open again. I've heard, now this is Gary's word first, I've heard that burglars are going around the States looking for open windows to gain access. You might want to warn your 98FM listeners. I know it's roasting at night, but don't leave your windows open. You're asking for trouble. It's just like leaving your hall door wide open, which you would not do. Says Gary. Thanks for sharing that story with us, Gary. It's quite worrying, but it probably makes sense.
Now, like I said, for the last 2 weeks, I have slept every night with the windows wide open. Both windows in our bedroom left wide open. And I have to be honest, I wouldn't have slept at all if it weren't for the fact that the windows were open. I wouldn't have been able to sleep at all. Even with the windows open and a really light duvet on us, it's still hard to sleep. So,
well, yeah,
we don't have air conditioning. I don't know anybody who has air conditioning in their house, unless you're really posh. But, yeah, I have to sleep with the windows open or I won't sleep.
Okay, yeah, but if it's upstairs, I think that's okay. Are there any of you listening that keep your windows open downstairs at night? And does this bother you? Does it worry you? Because you heard Gary's story, out walking his dog at 11:30 last night, and he caught a fella trying to break into the neighbour's house through the downstairs bedroom window. It's probably something that a lot of you wouldn't think of. You're going to bed at night. We live downstairs. Our bedroom is downstairs, and we have both our windows in our bedroom. Now we don't open the window in the nursery, but we open the windows in our own bedroom at night. 2 windows open, and I suppose when you think about it, you're lying in bed fast asleep with both your bedroom windows open. Are you asking to be robbed?
That's a very good question.
I mean, it'd be terrifying if you woke up in the middle of the night and there was someone standing over your bed.
Yes,
that was after getting into your window. Okay, let's find out how you feel about this. Text or WhatsApp your comments to 087 798 98 98. 087 798 98 98. Here is the question. Is it foolish to leave your windows open at night when you're asleep? Even upstairs, I suppose. People can break in upstairs as well, can't they?
They can, of course,
come along with a ladder.
Yep.
So is it foolish to leave your windows open when you're asleep at night? Text or WhatsApp 087 798 98 98. I'd love to hear your opinions on this to find out how dangerous it is. If you've missed the story again, I'll reiterate it's from Gary. He was out walking his dogs in Knockline last night at about 11:30, and he caught a bloke trying to climb into his neighbour's house through the downstairs bedroom window, went running for him, and he scared him off. And he says, I don't know how true this is, if anybody has any confirmation of this, I've heard that in this weather, Burglars are going around estates looking for open windows to gain access to people's houses. That is terrifying if that is actually... Well, I've no reason to believe that isn't happening.
No, I've no reason to believe myself.
If
lots of burglars are opportunistic.
Yes, they are.
They see a chance and they take it. Okay, are you sleeping with your windows open, or do you think it's foolish to be sleeping with your windows open? Text or WhatsApp your comments to us on 0877 98 98 98. 0877 98 98 98.
I mean, literally, in that house in Knockline, had Gary not have scared that fella off, that fella would have been standing over the bed of that woman.
Yeah, no, because I don't know how people can sleep. My bedroom was like a sauna last night. It was hot and steamy. It really was.
20 people in the bed.
What?
20 people in the bed.
It was only myself and herself.
Oh, okay.
And it was hot and steamy in our room last night.
For the first time?
For the first time in a long time. And I don't know how I would sleep if we didn't have the windows open. I really don't.
Okay, which would you rather? A hot and steamy bedroom or someone standing over your bed?
Well, obviously I don't want somebody standing over my bed. But anyway.
Paul, do you sleep with the windows open, by the way, in your house?
Yeah, at the moment I am, yeah.
Now, you downstairs or first floor, or what are you? Where are you living?
No, second floor.
Your second floor?
Yeah.
So you're living in an apartment block, are you?
Yeah, I am, yeah.
And is there any way a thief or burglar could gain access to you on the second floor?
He'd need a ladder, I'd say.
I don't know, are they going around houses with ladders, Adrian?
Well, to get up to a second floor, you'd want a fairly big ladder now.
You'd want a cherry picker or something,
would, yeah.
Or something like that.
But you don't lose sleep over it?
No. I should close the window though. I really should.
I know, but you know the way you can lock it open a little bit. You don't get enough of a breeze coming in.
Yeah,
you do get air coming in, all right, but it's not enough of a breeze.
I'd love to talk to this woman, Jackie, Adrian. Jackie says, I'm not worried as I'm on the first floor. I have my windows open 24/7 at this time of year, every year, and I live alone too. But she says then, I live in a very safe area. What's a safe area?
I don't think there is such a thing.
Knockline, I would consider a safe area, would you not?
I don't think there is such a thing, like I said. I don't think anywhere is safe. And I believe that thieves are totally opportunistic, that they mightn't be necessarily planning to rob your area, but a thief could walk past your front door and see your windows open and go, aha, let's give this a shot.
And here's another texter saying, I think anybody that leaves their windows open at night is crazy. They're absolutely asking for trouble. See, that's victim shaming, is it not?
Yes,
you should be able to leave your windows open at night.
You should be able to leave your front door open in the middle of the day, but we don't anymore, do we? If your house was broken into because you left your front door wide open, do you think anyone would have any sympathy for you? No, they wouldn't. Of course they wouldn't.
But sure, is that not the exact attitude that got George Hook into trouble because he tried to victim shame?
No,
that's victim shaming.
No,
yes,
it
is victim shaming.
But we all know you
so
cannot.
If I leave my door open. If I left my door open last night, Adrian, and the house was robbed, and I told you the story today, what would you say to me?
You shouldn't have left your door open.
But sure, that's exactly what George Hook got into trouble for.
It's not the same
yes,
thing.
It is the same thing.
It's
called victim blaming. Regardless of the crime, it's still victim blaming, is it not? You should be able to leave your window and door open without some scumbag coming into your house and robbing it. My God, the amount of people that are leaving their windows open is absolutely shocking. There's no
shocking. I don't know how it's shocking.
Well, considering I'm talking about downstairs windows, like if you live on the 5th floor apartment, fair enough, there's nobody going to get into your house. But if you're leaving your windows open on the ground floor, there's a text message saying the thieves are absolutely delighted with this weather. It makes it so much easier for them. And then a message on our Facebook page. After hearing this, I'm never going to leave my windows open downstairs again. It's absolutely shocking what could have happened. And Adrienne says we have big upstairs windows open and the alarm would still go off, but we have sensors. I doubt the burglars will break in upstairs with a ladder in a housing estate. What, do you not think that burglars use ladders? And I hate to say, after mentioning this today, we've probably given them a bloody idea to go around with a ladder now.
I fell asleep on the sofa last night, says this message, with my window on my balcony open. I live on the ground floor in an apartment block in Fairhouse because I was watching Pokemon until 3 a.m. I don't know which is more worrying.
Every part of that is worrying.
Yeah. I don't know which is more worrying. Falling asleep watching Pokemon or falling asleep with your balcony open.
Was there any Pokemon in your bedroom last night?
No.
None at all?
No, it was hot and sweaty, but...
No Pokemon.
No. Celia, you're on 98FM. Hi, Celia.
Well, I have to stay hot and sweaty at night because I wouldn't dream of leaving my windows open. I'd be absolutely terrified.
And do you do you sleep on the ground floor or on the first floor or?
On the first floor.
Right. So you're in an upstairs bedroom.
Yeah. And last night I was putting on the alarm and it said that I had left the downstairs window open. So I had to go unset the alarm and go and close the window. I nearly went to bed with the window open.
Okay, now that wouldn't be a good idea, leaving a downstairs
window
window
open. No, I've already
open.
had my house robbed with all the windows locked and
right.
closed. Yeah.
And were you in the house at the time when it was robbed?
No, I wasn't, but I disturbed them. When I came home, there was a breeze from the back door, or I should say the window and the hall door. All the doors were suddenly slamming. So I went through and realised that all the drawers and cupboards and everything were open. And about 3 weeks later, I found a huge big knife down the side of my cupboard.
Oh, my
Jesus.
God.
So if I had have walked in a bit quicker...
They were going to use that knife.
Well, I don't know whether they would have or not, but I mean, if I was
they-
standing in front of them...
And was it actually your knife or was it one that was brought into the house?
No, it was they brought it into the house.
Oh, right, and left it behind them.
Yeah.
Oh, my God,
And
that's
my
terrifying.
My ex-husband lives in Knockline, and he was broken into. He woke up to two men standing at the end of his bed, and he screamed the place down so loudly that they actually ran away. And there was a dog locked in downstairs. You know, the bedroom door was shut, so the dog couldn't come into the bedroom. But the dog was going berserk. But he was robbed in Knockline. So even though it is a safe area, it can happen to us anywhere, you know.
Yeah, no, I don't believe there is such a thing as a safe area, to be honest, especially when it comes to house break-ins.
And he literally just woke up in his bed and there were two men standing over him in the bedroom.
Yeah, at the end of his bed.
Jeez, that's I can't think of anything worse, to be honest.
That's horrific.
Well, it absolutely terrified the life out of him. But when my house was broken into, it must have taken me about a year to get over it. I was afraid to go upstairs at night, and when I was upstairs, I was afraid to go downstairs. It's very traumatic if you're broken into.
Would you not get yourself a dog?
I have a dog.
Oh, you have a dog?
She'd be delighted if anybody came in.
She'd lick them, would she? Yeah. Yeah, see, you need a vicious dog, don't you, Adrian?
You do, or at least...
Yeah, well, then you're in worse trouble if you go out walking and they suddenly go for somebody else's dog. Yeah.
Or you need a dog
dog with a muzzle.
Adrian's dog, if someone tried to break into Adrian's dog at night, Adrian's dog would just try and hump him, wouldn't he? He would. He's like you, Adrian. He get up on anything.
No, he's actually... our two dogs, they're great barkers. Anybody comes near our house and they both lose their you-know-what. So
yeah, but then you get used to them barking and you don't pay any attention.
Yeah, but that's actually true. But anyway, even though you're on the first floor, you would never leave your bed. And how are you sleeping then in that heat?
I'm lying on the bed and I'm dying. And I have about a litre bottle of water beside me. And I sent you a picture of the air conditioning unit I've just ordered.
Oh, you've ordered an air conditioning unit?
Yeah, a little air conditioning unit, and it's arriving tomorrow.
Now, I hate to tell you that the air conditioning unit might arrive when the weather is back to normal.
Yeah, that's true. And I'll have to hide it on my partner because he'll go crazy at me buying such an extravagant thing.
Yeah, how much was an air conditioning unit?
No, it was only what, 90 something.
Oh,
that's not bad.
Yeah, and it looks like, you know, the little oil-filled radiators? It's only about that size. So.
Okay, so your warning to people is, during this warm weather, do not leave your windows open because you're asking for trouble. You're inviting burglars into your house.
People do walk around. I've seen them looking out. When I have been looking out the window, I see them stopping at houses.
Really?
Yeah.
Sorry, is this...
I'm very wary of noises outside my house because my car has also been broken into. So I will hop out of bed and I will look out the curtains. And you see people going along at 2 or 3 in the morning.
So you've specifically, by looking out your window, you've specifically seen people targeting houses with windows open?
Well, they're just looking to see if they're open.
Yeah, they're opportunistic.
Slowly, yeah.
All right, thanks very much indeed, Celia. I sleep with my windows open, but only because I'm on the 3rd floor. I was broken into while I was in the apartment alone in January, where they came in my front door. If they want to get in, they'll get in. And that's a...
No, that's not... That's
the truth.
That's a ridiculous thing to say.
If they want to get in, they will get in.
No, that's like saying, if you leave a car parked on Sheriff Street, Adrian, and you leave it locked, and then you leave another car parked on Sheriff Street and you leave it unlocked, which car is more likely to be robbed?
The unlocked one.
Yeah.
This is a podcast of 98FM's Dublin Talks. Remember, catch the show live Monday to Friday at 10 a.m.
98FM's Dublin Talks with Adrian Kennedy.
98